on a few of my most recent videos, I was talking about who is it that's going to beat Gervonta Tank Davis, and at this point, as it stands, hardly anybody beats this kid at 135 to 140 pounds, besides a few fighters. And a lot of other boxing channels share the same sentiment that I share. And I believe the only two boxers that are capable right now that's boxing at the 135-pound division at least is Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. I think that's it. As far as 140 pounds go, I don't think anybody up there has the skill set of a Devin Haney and a Shakur Stevenson as far as boxing and defense. None of them do. None of them. Most of them dudes at 140, most of them just got raw power. The only one I think up there at 140 that has the, I think at 140 right now, who has the best skill set with the power with the defense, I would have to say maybe Regis Prograis. I would have to give him the edge when it comes to the rest of the 140 pounders. More than all these other guys, the Matthias, all of them. So I'm going with Regis Prograis for that one. Okay, so and even Regis Prograis, I think if Tank was to fight him, we would get to see. I don't know how hard Regis punches. I have to go back and check his box rec stats and everything. But like I said, not all the time is it about that. Okay, it's not really always about that. It's about your skill set. You know, there's been plenty boxers that wasn't known for punching, having punching power. Like Pernell Whitaker was one of them, and he was all right. He did really good in his career, man. So uh, as far as generally from 135 140, I would probably Regis Prograis probably be questionable as probably somebody that could possibly beat Tank, but uh, definitely I think it's Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, man. And what do those two got in common? Those two are what everybody would say are not known for having punching power, and especially Devin Haney. A lot of people, that's the criticism with Devin Haney. Uh, a lot of people say he doesn't really have punching power. They say he can't punch his way through a wet paper bag. And even Devin Haney himself, he questioned his own punching power after he fought Jorge Linares. He was asking Jorge Linares how was his punching power. So obviously, man, uh, it's bothering him. His the criticism that he's getting for his punching power. Um, I have a video coming up talking about that. I've touched on that in the past, but I think I want to touch a little bit more on Devin Haney's punching power. And I want to get some people's viewpoints on it. But stay tuned for that. But anyway, Tank Davis can be beat. He's a human. He bleeds blood like everybody else. He can be beat. He's not this indestructible monster. I made a video about that about tanks, right? Tanks in the military, you might think a tank is indestructible, but tanks have weak spots. The weak spot on the tank is the turret. The top is the softest metal on the tank. That is the part that is the most vulnerable on the tank. That's why they have special missiles called tank busters. They're designed pretty much to like target tanks. They dial in the heat. They heat seek right into the top of the tank. They go up in the air and then they just dig and just drop right on the top of tanks. I mean, it's an awesome thing to see. The way you like it, you shoot it from a distance, you don't hear nothing, but you know it's going to hit the tank, and then it's just quiet and just it's crazy. But yeah, um, tanks can be destroyed. Period. Yeah, tanks can destroy, and tanks can also be destroyed, and the same thing goes for Tank Davis. All right, and the least expected opponent is going to be the one to hurt Tank, and that's going to be the one to stop him too. Mark my words on this. It's going to be somebody that's not known for punching power that is going to stop Tank Davis and possibly and hurt him. Definitely hurt him, but and then possibly stop him. That doesn't mean it's Devin Haney. No. Doesn't mean it's Shakur Stevenson. No. He could very well knock both of them out. He could pretty much probably knock both their heads off. And then Tank will still be fighting, and it'll be somebody that we don't know, that we don't expect, and he just gets in there with Tank and then wobbles Tank and beats him, knocks him out. Just like that. To say that can't happen is absurd. Okay, so, but that's the way it goes sometimes in life. The weirdest, the unexpected happens. You notice the power punches don't really have an effect on Tank because lots of times, a lot of the power punches are stationary. He like that. Or a lot of the power punches are the ones coming after Tank. He feeds off of people coming after him first. He gets to gauge them a lot better like that. He's a reactionary fighter for the most part. He kind of similar to Terrence Crawford on certain aspects, but when it's a pure boxer uh, that has a high IQ, probably similar or better than Tank's, that knows that, yeah, I know this dude is a power puncher. I'm not chasing him. I'm gonna let him come to me and make mistakes. And if eventually Tank will probably get frustrated and try to do kind of similar to what a Ryan Garcia would do, but a little bit more poised with it. But he's gonna eventually get caught by pure boxers are gonna tag Tank up, and it just so happened then it'll turn into a puncher's chance for Tank Davis if he can clip the pure boxer with something, and then if he can knock him out, and if he meets a pure boxer with a chin, that's a problem. That's gonna be a problem for Tank. But I'm telling y'all, mark my words, one day come back to this video. If he ever does lose, I don't want the guy to lose, man. I don't aim for Tank to lose. I always like to see my brothers shining out here, but nobody's better than, there's always somebody better than you out there. That's what mommy always told me growing up. Yeah, you're a bad boy or whatever, but there's always somebody out there better than you. So that's what the Tank fans got to start understanding. Rather it's bad, meaning there's somebody out there that got more power than Tank that's gonna sleep him, or rather it's somebody that got better boxing skills than Tank that's gonna box his ears off. Either way, there's somebody out there better than Gervonta Tank Davis, and we have yet to see who that is. But I'm telling you, mark my word, it's going to be somebody to knock him out. If he does get knocked out, it is going to be somebody with no power, and it's going to be somebody that's not known to punch, that's gonna hurt and knock Tank out. That's what's gonna happen. It's not going to be a power puncher. It's going to be somebody that you don't expect to have punching power. That's going to clip him with something, going to hurt his, bruise up his eye, close his eye shut, or buzz him with something that was really fast that he didn't see it coming. That's what's going to happen. But that's just my opinion, man. Anyways, your boy Rebel Life Boxing. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment. Catch y'all later on the next one. And I'm off this. Peace.